compound. Now, what about aromatic compound? So aromatic compounds are those compound, they are different types of hydrocarbon, right? Aromatic compounds are different types of compound. When we classify hydrocarbon, I already told, then hydrocarbon are mainly two types. First one hydrocarbon is called aliphatic compound, and second one hydrocarbon is called aromatic compound, right? So aromatic compound means one of the important category of compound which follow Huckel rule. You know about Huckel rule. The compound which follow Huckel rule means they follow 4n plus 2 electron rule, right? Minimum 4n plus 2 electron required for these compound, right? So pi electron, it means these compounds are unsaturated in their nature. It means these compounds are unsaturated in their nature. You can see here, right? These compounds are unsaturated in their nature. Why? Because of pi bond. I have already told, right? These compounds are unsaturated in their nature because of pi electron, right? So 4n plus 2, n may be 0, n may be 1, n may be 2 or something else. It means minimum 2 electron required for these compound, right? I already told one of the compound cyclopropene cation. Cyclopropene cation is a aromatic compound. Why? Because they are two pi bond and they follow Huckel rule, right? There is proper delocalization of pi electron. There is proper delocalization of pi electron, right? Other important point related to aromatic compound, they should be cyclic, right? The compound should be cyclic, right? Compound should be cyclic. So benzene is a aromatic compound, right? Cyclopropyl cation is a aromatic compound, right? Now the compound should be planar. The compound should, it is also important point, right? The compound should be planar. The compound should be, means all carbon should be in a plane. If you take benzene or if you take cyclopropyl cation, they are all carbon in a plane, right? So compound should be planar. It is also important condition. Compound should be planar. Now next condition, what about next condition? You can see here, right? Fully conjugated. Fully conjugated means there first one a single bond, then a double bond, then single bond, then double bond, in this way, right? Cyclic compound, right? And full conjugated, it means one pi bond, then one sigma bond, then one pi bond, right? Single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, like that, right? Single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, like this, right? Mega, right? So then there should be single bond, double bond, in this way, right? Then cyclic compound. So these are characteristic property of aromatic compound, which we people already discussed in my previous class, right? And in previous semester class also, right? So aromatic compound should follow all these conditions. If aromatic compound follow all these conditions, then that is exactly aromatic compound. Or if hydro compound follow all these conditions, then they are aromatic compound, and then they show different property, right? तो अगर मैंने कहा aromatic कोई हाइड्रोकार्बन है, उस हाइड्रोकार्बन में ये सारी प्रॉपर्टी एग्जिस्ट करती है अगर वो हुकल के रूल को फॉलो करता है. इफ दे फॉलो हुकल रूल, अकॉर्डिंग टू हुकल रूल 4n plus 2 pi इलेक्ट्रॉन होने चाहिए. इफ द कंपाउंड इज साइक्लिक, कंपाउंड क्या हो? साइक्लिक हो, अगर वो उसको भी फॉलो करता है. If the compound is planar in their nature, planar means all carbon in benzene they are in same plane, एक ही प्लेन में होंगे. ऐसा नहीं हो कोई above the plane कोई below the plane, it is not possible, right? So there should be all carbon in a plane. सारे के सारे कार्बन क्या होने चाहिए? एक प्लेन में होने चाहिए. अगर ऐसा है, right? Full conjugated, it means one single bond, then one double bond, then one single bond, then one double bond. If this types of conjugation, then you can say that hydrocarbon is an aromatic compound, right? तो मैंने पहले ही कहा aromatic compound और aliphatic compound are two types of hydrocarbon. और वी कैन क्लासिफाई हाइड्रोकार्बन इन टू पार्ट, राइट। तो हाइड्रोकार्बन को हम दो भागों में विभाजित करते हैं या क्लासिफाई करते हैं। एक तो आपका एलिफेटिक कंपाउंड होता है और एक आपका क्या होता है, एरोमेटिक कंपाउंड होता है। तो मैंने पहले ही आपको कहा, एज आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड, एलिफेटिक कंपाउंड्स आर नॉर्मली अनस्टेबल कंपाउंड एंड एरोमेटिक कंपाउंड आर कंपैरेटिवली स्टेबल कंपाउंड। जो एलिफेटिक कंपाउंड होते हैं वो नॉर्मली क्या होते हैं, aliphatic compounds are normally unstable compound and aromatic compound are normally stable compound, or in other word, aliphatic compound are aliphatic compound are highly reactive and aromatic compounds are less reactive. So if we talk about stability, so aromatic compound are more stable than aliphatic compound, first thing. And second thing is एक तो आप स्टेबिलिटी के बेसिस पे डिफाइन कर सकते हो, यू कैन डिफाइन दैट ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ स्टेबिलिटी, you can define that on the basis of stability. And second, you can define that on the basis of their energy, right? So energy, if I talk about energy, अगर मैं energy की बात करता हूं, if I talk about energy, तो energy किसकी ज्यादा होगी, जिसकी स्टेबिलिटी कम होगी, बिकॉज स्टेबिलिटी एंड एनर्जी बोथ आर डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू ईच अदर, because stability and energy both are directly proportional to each other, right? तो stability और energy एक दूसरे क्या होते हैं, directly proportional होते हैं। stability and energy both are stability and energy both are inversely proportional to each other। तो अगर किसी की एनर्जी ज्यादा है तो उसकी स्टेबिलिटी कम होगी, और जिसकी स्टेबिलिटी ज्यादा है उसकी एनर्जी कम होगी। तो इट्स ऑल्सो इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, राइट। जो एरोमेटिक कंपाउंड होते हैं उनकी एनर्जी कम होती है, व्हाई, because of delocalization of pi electron, because of delocalization of pi electron की delocalization की वजह से, right? तो ये pi, so minimum 4n+2 pi electron required for aromatic compound। aromatic जो compound होते हैं उनको कम से कम 4n+2 pi electron की requirement होती है। इट्स इंपॉर्टेंट, राइट। तो ये पॉइंट्स हमने डिस्कस किया। नाउ यू कैन सी एरोमेटिक कंपाउंड्स आर मोर स्टेबल देन एलिफेटिक कंपाउंड। एरोमेटिक कंपाउंड विल नॉट अंडरगो एडिशन रिएक्शन। यू नो, इफ यू थिंक अबाउट एरोमेटिक कंपाउंड और एलिफेटिक कंपाउंड, अगर हम फिर से इसके बारे में बात करें, तो जो एलिफेटिक कंपाउंड होते हैं, दे आर टू टाइप्स, वन इज कॉल्ड अनसैचुरेटेड एंड वन इज कॉल्ड सैचुरेटेड। जो अनसैचुरेटेड कंपाउंड होते हैं, इफ वी टॉक अबाउट अनसैचुरेटेड कंपाउंड, दे मे बी एल्कीन, दे मे बी एल्काइन, तो वहां पे क्या होता है, डबल, वहां पे पाई बॉन्ड होता है, राइट। बिकॉज ऑफ पाई बॉन्ड देन दे गिव एडिशन रिएक्शन। तो एल्काइन व्हेन गिव एडिशन रिएक्शन देन दे कन्वर्ट इनटू एल्कीन, एंड एल्कीन व्हेन गिव एडिशन रिएक्शन देन दे कन्वर्ट इनटू एल्केन, राइट। तो जो आपका एल्काइन होता है, जहां पे कार्बन कार्बन के बीच में ट्रिपल बॉन्ड होता है, जब वो एडिशन रिएक्शन देता है तो फिर वो किस में कन्वर्ट होता है, एल्कीन में। फिर एल्कीन जब एडिशन रिएक्शन देता है तो फिर किस में कन्वर्ट होता है, एल्केन में, राइट। तो दे गिव एडिशन रिएक्शन। Your aliphatic compound give addition reaction in this way, right? But aromatic compound never give addition reaction. They never prefer to give addition reaction. In drastic condition they can give, right? कुछ बहुत ज्यादा strong condition होगी, then they can give addition reaction. But normally they not prefer to give addition reaction. Normally वो addition reaction को prefer नहीं करते. Normally they not prefer to give addition reaction. तो ये important point होता है, right? They prefer to give substitution reaction. जो आपके एरोमेटिक कंपाउंड होते हैं वो हमेशा सब्स्टिट्यूशन रिएक्शन को देने में इंटरेस्टेड होते हैं, लाइक एल्केन। एल्केन, अगर आप एलिफेटिक कंपाउंड की कंपैरेटिव स्टडी करोगे तो एल्केन इज मोर स्टेबल कंपेयर टू एल्कीन, एंड एल्कीन इज मोर स्टेबल कंपेयर टू एल्काइन, राइट। तो वो एल्केन की तरह बिहेव करते हैं। Alkane gives substitution reaction and your aromatic compound give also substitution reaction. It means they behave like a stable compound. You can say they behave like a stable compound. वो एक stable compounds की तरह behave करते हैं, right? Not only this thing, एक और important बात होती है, अगर आप एल्केन और एरोमेटिक कंपाउंड की कंपैरिजन करोगे, बोथ आर इंटरेस्टेड टू गिव सब्स्टिट्यूशन रिएक्शन, बट वहां पे भी डिफरेंस है। वहां पे भी क्या है, डिफरेंस है। क्या डिफरेंस है, अगर आप सोचोगे, इफ यू थिंक अबाउट एलिफेटिक कंपाउंड, आप एल्केन की बात करते हो, फॉर एग्जांपल इफ यू टेक सपोज दैट मीथेन, और इफ यू टेक सपोज दैट ईथेन, ईथेन एंड मीथेन व्हेन रिएक्ट विद Cl2, ethane and methane if react with Cl2 at high temperature or in presence of HNO, right, then they easily give, right, haloalkane, then they easily give haloalkane। क्लोरोमीथेन में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा, क्लोरोईथेन में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा, राइट। तो दे कैन गिव substitution reaction very fastly. You can say they can give substitution reaction very fastly. जो आपका एल्केन होता है वो substitution reaction को बहुत जल्दी दे देता है, right? जब भी आपका एल्केन either that is a methane or that is ethane, when they react with halogen in presence of sunlight H nu or in presence of high temperature, right, delta, they easily convert into CH3Cl. वो CH3 मिथाइल क्लोराइड में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा, वो इथाइल क्लोराइड में कन्वर्ट हो गया बहुत जल्दी, राइट? बट इफ यू टेक बेंजीन एंड बेंजीन रिएक्ट विद Cl2, right, they never convert into chlorobenzene. बेंजीन जो होगा क्लोरीन से नॉर्मल कंडीशन में either H nu और टेम्परेचर की प्रेजेंस में either you apply photochemical condition or thermal condition, right, they not easily convert into chlorobenzene. They not easily convert into chloro. It means if you compare stability and reactivity of alkane and aromatic compound, so aromatic compound is more stable. Aromatic compound is more stable compared to your alkane. Aromatic compound is more stable compared to alkane, because अगर मैंने alkane की बात की, अगर मैंने मीथेन की बात की, ईथेन की बात की, तो वो बहुत easily क्लोरीन से रिएक्ट हुआ, right, in normal photochemical or thermal condition, right, and they easily convert into chloroalkane, they easily convert into chloromethane or chloroethane, right? But if we talk about benzene, when benzene react with halogen, if benzene react with Cl2, right, in presence of H nu and photochemical condition or thermal condition, right, तो वो क्लोरोबेंजीन में कन्वर्ट नहीं होता है. ये बताता है कि आपका जो एरोमेटिक कंपाउंड है वो एलिफेटिक कंपाउंड से कम रिएक्टिव है या ज्यादा स्टेबल है. So we can say that our aromatic compound is more stable compared to alkane also. Not only compared to alkene or alkyne, it also compared to alkane also, right? So in this way, we can say that aromatic compound, you can see in PPT, right? You can see here in PPT, aromatic compounds are more stable than aliphatic compound. You can say that aromatic compound are more stable than aliphatic compound, and aromatic compound will not undergo addition here. There 3 pi bond in benzene, there 4n plus 2 pi electron, but they not give addition reaction, right? They are not interested to give addition reaction like alkene and alkyne. So these are very important points related to aromatic compound. तो ये बहुत important point है aromatic compound की. In this way you can differentiate aromatic compound from aliphatic compound. इस तरह से आप जो aromatic compound होते हैं उनको aliphatic compound से क्या कर सकते हो, compare कर सकते हो कि आपका aromatic और aliphatic compounds में से कौन सा compound ज्यादा reactive है और कौन सा compound कम reactive, right? Now after that you can see next PPT, right? So here you can see about test of unsaturated organic compound, right? So if you do test for unsaturated organic compound, it means if you do test for alkene or alkyne, right? तो हाउ डू वी डिफरेंशिएट केमिकली, अगर आपको टेस्ट देखना है कि कौन सा कंपाउंड कौन सा वाला टेस्ट देता है, राइट? तो अगर आपके पास एल्कीन है या एल्काइन है, इफ यू हैव एल्कीन और एल्काइन, देन दे गिव सम स्पेसिफिक टेस्ट. फर्स्ट टेस्ट इज कॉल्ड ब्रोमिनेशन एंड सेकंड टेस्ट इज कॉल्ड बेयर टेस्ट, राइट? ब्रोमिनेशन टेस्ट मींस if you have a small amount of alkene or alkyne, अगर आपके पास एसिटिलीन है या आपके पास इथिलीन है, आप उसे लीजिए, right, and then you add 2 drops of bromine, and then you add 2 drops of bromine, then the bromine then the bromine from color to colorless. It means जो bromine का color होगा that will be changed when you add 2 drops of bromine in ethylene or acetylene, right? Then they colorless, then they convert into a colorless, right? Why? Because bromine react with alkene and convert into addition product. क्योंकि ब्रोमीन ने आपके एल्कीन से या आपके एल्काइन से रिएक्शन करके एडिशन प्रोडक्ट बना दी, राइट? तो अब ब्रोमीन रहा नहीं, और जब ब्रोमीन रहेगा नहीं तो कोई कलर आपको दिखेगा नहीं, राइट? तो जो कलर कंपाउंड है वो कलर उसका डिसअपियर हो गया. व्हाई? Because of addition reaction. But this test not given, and the test do not given by aromatic compound. लेकिन आपका जो aromatic compound है, जो benzene है आपका या कोई और aromatic compound है, they never give this test. It means the color of bromine not change. It means the color of bromine, if you add 2 drops of bromine, in benzene, right? आपने liquid benzene लिया, एक आपने बीकर में liquid benzene लिया और उसके बाद उसमें 2 ड्रॉप आपने किसकी मिला दी? आपने ब्रोमीन की 2 ड्रॉप मिला दी, तो जो ब्रोमीन का कलर होगा वो कलर वैसे का वैसा ही रहेगा, राइट? तो द कलर ऑफ ब्रोमीन इज नॉट चेंज, द कलर ऑफ ब्रोमीन इज नॉट चेंज एंड इट शो, ये दिखाता है कि आपका जो aromatic compound hai, they never prefer to give addition reaction. Now what about next? You can see here, next test is called Bayer test. Next test is called Bayer test. What about Bayer test? You can see here the Bayer test, it is also for it is also for unsaturated compound. It's also for unsaturated compound. You can see when your unsaturated alkene, react with potassium permanganate in presence of water, then they convert into diol, and during this process MnO2 will remove out, right? So KMnO4, the color of KMnO4 is purple, right? And the color of MnO2 is brown, right? So when you add 2 drop or 3 drop of KMnO4 solution, 2 or 3 drops of KMnO4 solution in alkene or alkyne solution, right? So then you can see the color change from purple to brown. The color change from purple to brown. It shows that your compound is unsaturated in their nature because it's only possible after addition reaction, right? तो इससे ये पता चलता है कि आपका compound unsaturated alkene है या alkyne है, right? Unsaturated alkene या alkyne है, right? तभी तो वो जो कलर था पर्पल से वो ब्राउन कलर में कन्वर्ट हो गया. Why? Because KMnO4, पोटेशियम परमैंगनेट, KMnO4 कन्वर्ट इनटू MnO2, राइट? MnO2 में कन्वर्ट हो गया, राइट? तो ये पर्पल कलर अगर ब्राउन कलर में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है तो इट शो देयर इज ए unsaturated hydrocarbon or there is a unsaturated aliphatic compound. They may be alkene or they may be alkyne, right? But aromatic compound never give this test. अगर आपको बेंजीन को ली, if you take 5 ml or 10 ml benzene in a beaker, right? And then you add potassium permanganate solution. Then you add aqueous potassium permanganate solution, right? तो वाटर के साथ जो KMnO4 का solution है उसकी कुछ drops आप ऐड करोगे, then the purple color will not change. Then the purple color will not change into brown color, right? Then the purple color will not change into brown color, right? It show your benzene is not interested in addition reaction. आपका जो benzene है वो addition reaction को देने में interested नहीं, right? So in this way you can clear either you have aliphatic unsaturated compound or aromatic compound, right? So based on these tests you can confirm either you have unsaturated alkene, alkyne or aromatic compound, right? So these are some important tests for differentiate aromatic compound and aliphatic compound, right? So these are some important tests which we use for differentiate aromatic compound and aliphatic compound. Okay, now next one you can see here, this is important. Now according to your syllabus, right, next point is how do we synthesize? Abhit Sharma of your camera beta, eh? Okay, now if we talk about your syllabus, so there first about aromatic compound, what do you mean by aromatic compound? Then second point related to preparation of benzene, right? How do we synthesize or how do we prepare benzene from different other compounds, right? You can see first, according to your syllabus, that is a decarboxylation from monocarboxylic acid, right? So how do we synthesize the benzene from benzoic acid? This is the reaction you can see. This is benzoic acid, benzene connected with COH, right? So when benzene connected with COH, then this is called benzoic acid. How do we synthesize benzene from benzoic acid? Now the point comes, how do we synthesize benzene from benzoic acid? So when benzoic acid react with soda lime means NaOH and CaOH, right? Calcium hydroxide and NaOH, right? And when we apply heat, right? So in presence of heat, right, when reaction between benzoic acid and soda lime, right? Soda means NaOH, right? And lime means CaOH, right? So then the compound convert into benzene. Then the compound convert into benzene. You can see benzene, right? So then they convert into benzene. So this is one of the important reaction. This is one of the important reaction by which we synthesized benzene, right? By which we synthesized benzene. So when you can see when benzoic acid react with sodium hydroxide and calcium hydroxide, and during that process we need to apply heat also, right? तो अगर हम हीट को अप्लाई करते हैं और सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड और कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड की प्रेजेंस में बेंजोइक एसिड के साथ रिएक्शन करते हैं, तो देन दे विल कन्वर्ट इनटू बेंजीन, देन दे विल कन्वर्ट इनटू बेंजीन. तो दिस इज वन ऑफ द इंपॉर्टेंट रिएक्शन. ड्यूरिंग दिस रिएक्शन कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड विल रिमूव आउट. आप देखिए COH, it means CO2 will remove out. During this process CO2 will remove out, that is byproduct, right? तो ये है how do we synthesize benzene from benzoic acid or from monocarboxylic acid, aromatic monocarb. Benzene is aromatic monocarboxylic acid, right? तो आप देखिए ये एक रिएक्शन है, प्रिपरेशन है, सिंथेसिस है. Now next you can see, next how do we synthesize? Sometime the question, how do we synthesize benzene from phenol, right? So if we have phenol, you can see this is phenol, right? Phenol in presence of zinc, right? Zn. And during that process, we need to apply heat also. So when we apply heat, then phenol react with zinc dust and then they convert into benzene. And during this process, ZnO will remove out, right? So Z, because the oxygen hai, that react with zinc and then ZnO will remove out, right? So when phenol react with zinc dust and we apply heat also during this process, it means it is a thermal process. Then finally your phenol convert into a benzene. So this is also one of the important synthesis for benzene from phenol. So how do we synthesize benzene from phenol? You can see this is very important reaction. So phenol, when we apply heat in present with zinc dust, right, ZnO will remove out and they will convert into benzene, right? This is also important reaction. Now next one reaction, how do we synthesize benzene from benzene sulfonic acid? How do we synthesize benzene from benzene sulfonic acid? So you can see here, right, benzene sulfonic acid. This is benzene sulfonic acid. You can see benzene and here SO3H sulfonic acid, right? So benzene sulfonic acid when react with H2O, right, steam, it means we apply heat also, 243 to 473 degrees Celsius. It means 150 to 200 degrees Celsius, right? तो 150 से 200 डिग्री सेल्सियस टेम्परेचर हमें रखना पड़ेगा, राइट? इट मींस द वाटर कन्वर्ट इनटू स्टीम. वाटर जो होगा वो वेपर्स में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा, स्टीम में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा. एंड देन if they react with when they then if they react with here you can see, right, benzene sulfonic acid, if they react with benzene sulfonic acid, then they convert into benzene, then they convert into benzene. And during this process H2SO4 will remove out, right? इस process में क्या होगा, SO3 जो होगा वो H2O से react करेगा और H2SO4 remove होगा. It means sulfuric acid removed during this process, right? Sulfuric acid removed during this process, right? So here you can see benzene connected with SO3H. Benzene, you can see here benzene connected with SO3H. So when benzene sulfonic acid react with steam, or if they react with water vapor, right, at 150 degrees Celsius to 200 degrees Celsius temperature or 423 to 473 Kelvin temperature, then they convert into benzene. And during this process H2SO4 molecule will remove out, right? Sulfuric acid will remove out. So this is also one of the important reaction for synthesis of benzene. तो benzene को synthesize करने की ये भी एक important reaction है. Now after that you can see next one reaction, right? It is also important one reaction. How do we synthesize benzene from diazonium salt, right? तो benzene को हम diazonium salt से कैसे synthesize करते हैं? It's a very important reaction. You people know नॉर्मली क्या होता है, जो एलिफेटिक कंपाउंड्स होते हैं उनको हम सिंथेसाइज करने के लिए ग्रिग्नार्ड रिएजेंट को यूज करते हैं, राइट? तो वी यूज ग्रिग्नार्ड रिएजेंट फॉर सिंथेसिस ऑफ डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ एलिफेटिक कंपाउंड, राइट? सेम we use benzene diazonium chloride. Same, we use benzene diazonium chloride for synthesis of benzene and different derivatives of benzene. Benzene के different types के compounds को synthesize करने के लिए हम benzene diazonium chloride का use करते हैं. Same जैसे कि हम aliphatic compounds के synthesis के लिए किसका use करते हैं, हम ग्रिग्नार्ड रिएजेंट का यूज करते हैं, राइट? तो एलिफेटिक कंपाउंड्स को अगर आपको सिंथेसाइज करना है तो आपने ग्रिग्नार्ड रिएजेंट का यूज करना है. वो बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट कंपाउंड है, बहुत इजीली आप एलिफेटिक कंपाउंड को सिंथेसाइज कर सकते हो. और अगर आपको एरोमेटिक कंपाउंड को आपको सिंथेसाइज करना है, अगर आपको बेंजीन को सिंथेसाइज करना है, तो एट दैट टाइम वी नीड टू यूज बेंजीन डायजोनियम क्लोराइड। तो उस टाइम पे हमें क्या करना पड़ता है, बेंजीन डायजोनियम क्लोराइड को यूज करना पड़ता है। तो यू कैन सी हियर वेरी सिंपल रिएक्शन, बेंजीन डायजोनियम क्लोराइड, दिस इज बेंजीन, here it is connected with 2 nitrogen and double bond NCl. So this is benzene diazonium chloride. When benzene diazonium chloride react with H3PO2, right, hypophosphorus acid, right, in presence of cuprous ion, Cu plus, Q plus, right, cuprous ion, right. So then they finally convert into benzene. This is very important reaction. Then they easily convert into benzene, right. And during this process, remove nitrogen gas along with HCl, right. During this process, remove nitrogen gas along with HCl, right. So benzene diazonium chloride, when react with hypophosphorus acid in presence of cuprous ion, right, then they easily convert into benzene. And during this process, you can see nitrogen gas will release, right, HCl also release, and H3PO3, right, phosphorus acid, right, that is also removed out, right. So this is very important or interesting reaction for synthesis of benzene from benzene diazonium chloride, right. Now the point come, how do we synthesize benzene diazonium chloride? We can synthesize this compound. It's a very important compound for synthesis of benzene. Now the point come, how do we synthesize this compound, right? The very simple process, right? If you have aniline, benzene connected with NH2, so aniline, when react with NaNO2 and HCl at 0 to 5 degrees Celsius, it means at a low temperature, right, 0 to maximum 5 degrees Celsius. When NaNO2, because it's very you can say that it's very reactive material, right, NaNO2, when they react with HCl, and then they convert into HNO2, and HNO3 is a very, very reactive material. So we not direct take HNO2, right, we take NaNO2 and HCl, right. So at 0 to 5 degrees Celsius, when NaNO2 react with HCl, then they release HNO2, and then HNO2 react with aniline. HNO2 react with aniline, and then they convert into, and then they produce benzene diazonium chloride, right. So it's a very simple reaction for synthesis of benzene diazonium chloride. So aniline, when react with NaNO2, right, NaNO2 and HCl, right, so then they convert into benzene diazonium chloride, right. So at 0 degrees Celsius to 5 degrees Celsius, when NaNO2 react with HCl, then release HNO2, then that HNO2 react with benzene diazonium chloride, then that react with aniline, right, and then they convert into benzene diazonium chloride. Now the point come, how do you synthesize aniline, right? If you have no aniline, if you have suppose that nitrobenzene, right, then how do you synthesize aniline? So it is very important reaction. You can see here aniline, nitrobenzene when react with SN plus HCl, right? So then after reduction, they convert into aniline, right? So it's also very important synthesis of aniline, or it's a very important reaction of nitrobenzene. So when nitrobenzene react with SN and HCl, right, it is a strong reducing agent, right? Then nitrobenzene, during this process we required hydrogen also, nascent hydrogen also, right? So then nitrobenzene when react with SN plus HCl, and then their reduction, right, is strong reducing agent, they convert nitrobenzene into aniline. Once you produce aniline, then you can react that with NaNO2 HCl at 0 degrees Celsius, they convert into benzene diazonium chloride. And then benzene diazonium chloride when react with hypophosphoric acid, when they react with phosphorus acid, then in presence of cuprous ion, they easily convert into benzene. So this is important one reaction also, right? So how do we synthesize benzene from benzene diazonium chloride? If Sakshi Rana, if the voice is not audible, beta, एक बार आप disconnect करिए and then once again आप connect करिए तो आपको voice आएगी. After 2 minutes, the link will expire, right? And then we will rejoin once again with same link, because you people know this is a problem with Zoom app, right? कि कुछ टाइम के बाद एक्सपायर हो जाता है लिंक, तो आपने फिर से इसी लिंक पर मुझे फिर से रिज्वाइन करना है, राइट? वी विल कंटिन्यू अवर क्लास, राइट? तो हम अपनी क्लास को कंटिन्यू करेंगे, राइट? तो नाउ यू कैन सी दिस इज हाउ डू वी सिंथेसाइज बेंजीन फ्रॉम बेंजीन डाइजोनियम क्लोराइड. दिस इज next point, right? After that you can see next point. What about our next point, right? From halobenzene, if we have chlorobenzene or some other benzene, bromobenzene, then from chlorobenzene or bromobenzene, how do we synthesize our benzene? You can see here a very simple reaction. When we use NiAl alloy, nickel aluminum alloy, and when dissolve that in NaOH, then they convert into Raney nickel. And Raney nickel are very good reducing agent. They are very good catalyst. You can see that reducing catalyst, right? So when nickel alloy, right, with NaOH, it means Raney nickel, right? In presence of Raney nickel, when chlorobenzene, you can see when chlorobenzene react with hydrogen, decent hydrogen, benzene to benzene. So this is a reaction, very simple reaction. During this process, AlNaOH convert into NaAlO2, right? Sodium meta-aluminate, right? So this is the reaction. How do we synthesize benzene from chlorobenzene or from halobenzene? So halobenzene or chlorobenzene, when reduced in presence of nickel alloy and sodium hydroxide, then they easily convert into benzene. And during this process, HCl will remove out, right? And aluminum react with NaOH and convert into sodium meta-aluminate also, right? So this is one of the important reaction for synthesis of benzene. One of the important reaction for synthesis of benzene. After 1 minute, within 1 minute, the link will expire. We people rejoin with same link, right? So rejoin me with same link, right? क्योंकि 1 मिनट के बाद ये लिंक एक्सपायर हो जाएगा.